LMFAO, rock the beat and rock the show. Move feet onto the flow. Start to drink and drink some more. Oh, LMFAO, LM.
What's up, ladies and gents? I am LMFAO, and today I have a how-to video on free-for-all. Now, I know there are many people out there who struggle with doing well on free-for-all, and I hope to change that for you watching this video. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about in free-for-all. For one is class setup. Now, because this is free-for-all and not a team deathmatch, and it's like an every man for himself type of game, you want to be as stealthy around the map as possible. Because usually in a free-for-all, you're playing with a pack of retards who, if they see a red dot on their screen, they're going to go to it. Because usually in free-for-all, you know, things are kind of slower because there's not as many people in the game. People don't get as many kills, so when they have the option to attempt to get a kill, they'll go for it. So a silencer, in my personal opinion, is a must. You definitely need Ghost because there are a lot of people who use that spy plane and it will just kill you and defeat the whole purpose of this video and how I play if you don't use it. And Ninja is obviously a must, and the second perk really doesn't matter, but if you're wondering, I use Hardened Pro. Now, back on how you should play free-for-all. Now, free-for-all usually ends up the same way. Now, this is not always the case, but 9 times out of 10, I feel this is what usually happens in a free-for-all. Usually, there's a dominant player in the game within the first minute who defines like this camping spot, which I like to call the strong point. And now, the strong point can switch during the game, and it can be different on the same map, different games. There's not one set strong point for one map. It's basically where all the action is going on for that particular time during the map. And the way I think of it, you want to be as far away from there as possible. Now, the reason being, do you see how all the red dots are on the whole left side of the map? Now, in this particular game, there's not really one strong point. It's kind of spread out. But let's say on a map like Grid, the strong point could be the building, because what happens is when one person, like I said, the dominant player of the game, gets a couple of kills, people keep going back and attempt to get payback / revenge on that player. And the other player who killed those guys is going to stay there because he knows that people are going to come back. And it's kind of like a chain. Wherever the players are going to go there. Now, as you can see, I already earned my chopper gunner, and that's because I was staying on the outskirts of my map with my silencer and Ghost. And that's what the overall goal is in a free-for-all, to get your chopper gunner and dogs, because once that happens, the game you can call over. And so you need to get the Blackbird. That's how you get the chopper gunner and dogs, and that's the only way you're gonna get the chopper gunner and dogs usually, is to call in your Blackbird. And to get your Blackbird, you're not gonna get it by running in the middle of the map like a trigger happy moron trying to take out loads of enemies. You're probably gonna find yourself getting, 4 or 5 kills. And there was actually a guy who was about to kill me right there. And you're going to find yourself getting, 4... Alright, this is actually a really good example. On the map Crisis, there's that one building in the... Where is it? Like, where one of the demolition bombs is. And we're next to C-Flag, where usually ends up being the strong point for the map. That's usually the general area where people want to be, because they know that other players are going to be over there. That building ends up usually being filled with claymores and motion sensor and campers, and that's not the place you want to be, because you're going to find that when you're in a high trafficked area, there's going to be players coming from all around you, because it's a free-for-all. It's not a demolition where, there's one set spawn. Players come from everywhere in a free-for-all. So if I was trying, without even looking at, where like the action really is, I'm going to assume that it's somewhere in the back half of the map or towards the left side of the map. That's where usually the action goes on for this map. It's over on the left side or towards the back where that bus is. That's usually where a lot of the action goes down. So I tend to stay away from that area as much as possible, because usually what will happen is you'll see a kid spawn and directly run towards that general area, and it's an easy kill, especially when you're playing with a pack of retards who don't really know how to play this game. But see, no matter how bad someone is, like I said, you can be getting a very good kill streak within 5 seconds. You could get 6 kills within 5 seconds because you're just better than the other kids. But that does not mean you're a god and it can automatically shoot someone that's coming from behind you. It just doesn't work like that. Someone will eventually come from behind you or come from the side of you while you're focusing on killing, let's say, 10 other people at the time, and you will die. So that's my lesson on free for all, guys. Class setup: always use Ghost, always use Ninja, always use Silencer. Another thing: don't use a submachine gun, because you want to keep a good distance between you and the other players. You want to be able to, pick people off silently and stealthy without them knowing, and you want to continually rove around the map and stay away from the head strong point, because 9 out of 10 times you will get killed and you will not be able to get your Blackbird, which in the end is an overall goal, because the Blackbird will lead to the Chopper Gunner and Attack Dogs. But keep that in mind, guys. And so with that being said, I'm LMFAO, and I greatly appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope you learned something. So please subscribe for more videos. I upload them on the daily basis, and I know you'll enjoy them. So I will see you guys later. Peace.